Hi, this week I'm going to share the number one tool that you need in your arsenal as you recruit a high performing and productive board of directors, and how this one tool is going to manage their expectations. You don't want any surprises. We don't have time for that, right? You want them to come on board, hit the ground running so you can create more impact. So stay tuned. The number two question that I get asked is, how do I recruit a high-performing board of directors? Okay, so obviously the number one question is, how do I generate money? How do I generate revenue? How do I make a profit? Okay, so both of these questions are addressed inside of my signature program, Create a Profitable Charity. Create a Profitable Charity is a group coaching program, and I demonstrate how to generate consistent monthly revenue, 4 to 5 figure revenue every month, based on my 4-step framework, which is the Profitable Blueprint. Okay. With that comes another bonus, which is called Boss Mode. And Boss Mode stands for Board Organization and Strategic Systems. Inside of Boss Mode, I share how to identify, court, and onboard your board of directors. Okay, please understand there is a strategy to it. It's not just being willy-nilly and just, overly flattered because friends and family or someone referred someone to you. Oh, I think they'll make a great board member. That's not the way it works. Okay, you want to be very strategic and very intentional based on the business model that you have in place for your program. So once you've clearly identified what your business model is going to consist of and how it's going to work, what is that framework, right? Then you want to handpick each and every board member, because you want your board to get you to the next level. You want your board to get you, from point A to point B, right? You need people with resources, you need people with means, you need people with relationships. Whatever that is, whatever your vision entails, you want your board member to provide you with the tools and the resources to be successful, okay? They cannot do that if you have not clearly defined what your business model is going to consist of, okay? So let's just assume you have all that worked out. You clearly know what your business model is going to consist of, and you clearly understand how you're going to generate revenue. So, right. So based on that, now you have handpicked and you have identified what type of people you want on your board to get you to the next level, right? So after you identify, then you're going to court them. Court, just like your partner, your husband, your spouse, your wife, you're going to court your potential board members. Okay. So if you just met someone and then they propose marriage to you, are you going to marry them? Of course not, right? You don't know. I don't know you like that, right? So the same is with your board. You want to be very decisive and intentional on who you want, because you're putting your vision, your baby, your dreams in their hands, and you expect them to get you to that land of success, right? So through this courtship, you're going to submit or present the potential board member with what's called a board prospectus. Board prospectus, okay? Now, a board prospectus is a document multiple pages, okay? But it's a document that gives an overview of your organization and an overview of your vision. And what this document does, most importantly, is it helps to manage their expectations of you, and you can manage their expectations of the organization as well, okay? So a couple of things that you can put inside of this board prospectus. You can put in, you definitely want to include the history of your organization. You want to discuss maybe the management structure or your vision of the management structure. You definitely want to include the business overview. You know, what's your mission statement, your purpose, your vision. All of that information needs to be in there. So now they clearly understand. Before they commit, they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. So what else can you put in this board prospectus? You can also put in the different roles and responsibilities of the board members that, you know, you're going to select and build. You can discuss the qualifications or the character traits that you're looking for. You can also include meeting information. Like, I think it's great if you can include your whole schedule of events, or at least your schedule of board meetings for the whole year. That shows that you're intentional, that you're organized. You can clearly say we're going to meet every, second Saturday of the month from 10 to 2, whatever that happens to be. And then you have, January this date, February this date, March this date, whatever that is. I think that's very impressive for them to see exactly how organized and how you envision, these meetings being conducted, and the time, location, so forth. You also want to include maybe contact information. And I think the biggest thing, which probably should be not the first thing, but higher up on the list, you definitely want to include what the expectations are of the board, including their financial commitment. And there must be a financial commitment through the give-get policy. So the give-get policy is a standard business practice for all thriving nonprofit organizations, meaning that the board is responsible for either giving a certain amount of money out of their own personal funds, or they have to go get it. They can go raise it. Doesn't matter to you how they get it, as long as it comes in. So whatever that financial commitment is, then you definitely want to hold them accountable for that. But this is how you're going to manage their expectations, because they know up front, before you even invite them or make an offer for them to serve on your board, they have everything spelled out in this document. So feel free to Google it inside of my program, inside of Boss Mode, as well as Create a Profitable Charity. I provide my own sample of a board prospectus, the exact one that I use. They can truly, plug and play. Take my template, take my logo out, put their logo in, take my information out, put their information in, so I create that shell for them so they don't have to guess. So feel free, if you want to Google board prospectus. Again, it's not like some, brainchild that I, created or invented. It's best practices. So you can Google it, and you can find other templates and documents if you like. Excuse me, but clearly know this is how you are going to recruit a productive and high-performing board, because they know up front, they know exactly what you expect of them, whatever that happens to be. If you want them to bring certain relationships, if you want to spell out how many relationships to bring, how many resources, how much money you want them to raise, if you want them to find you a building, whatever that happens to be, whatever your vision and your goals are for your organization, you want it clearly defined in your board prospectus. So I hope that this has been beneficial to you. I want you to, guard yourself accordingly and just have the right mindset. You don't have to present yourself hat in hand and always begging. I want you to stand firm in your truth, in your vision, and I want you to start thinking strategically like a CEO, like the founder and CEO of your organization. Okay, very, very, very important that you present yourself with the confidence and with the integrity that is going to be required for you to lead your organization, not manage, to lead your organization effectively. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you are ready to stop self-funding and to start generating consistent revenue, then I certainly invite you to join me in my signature program, Create a Profitable Charity, where we also provide the framework for your board as well. So inside of Create a Profitable Charity, we provide you with the content, coaching, and community that you need to be successful as you implement our proprietary strategic system into your organization so you can run a profitable social enterprise. Okay, so thank you for watching. Again, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Write thank you in the comments, or any comments that you have. I welcome to view them, and I hope that you have found value in this video, and I think that's it. If there's anything else that we can provide for you, certainly write your comments below and we will certainly address them. So until next week, always remember, nonprofit is a tax status. It's not a business model. I wish you profitable success. Take care.